Hello students. Today we are going to study the next part of this chapter, Who I Am. Each and every one of us is born with unique traits and characteristics that help us shine and find out our true calling. Learning to love ourselves for who, what we are in big challenge. And when people precedently avoid for us for being ourselves, it makes it that much harder to embrace our uniqueness. I implore you to continue being the best version of yourself you can possibly be. Who knows, you might inspire somebody else to embrace themselves. After all, having one or two good friends that adore you for who are in much better than having 10 or 11 friends who like you who you pretend to be. So let us start this wonderful chapter. Everyone is unique here. Different people have shared their unique experience and feeling. As we have already read this chapter, three experiences, three views, and three desires or ambitions the three people has already shared, that Radha shared her liking and daring acts. She said that her choicest thing was to climb trees. Climbing trees gave her a feeling that she was able to rule the whole world. Though her mother often advised her not to do this, as it was not good for girls. But one afternoon she also climbed along with her, and both of them enjoyed it. And the next, Nasir, we have read that Nasir shared his feeling and wish to be a good seed collector. His family owned cotton fields in the village. His father spent a lot of money on buying seeds to grow new plants every year. He wanted to stop this, as his grandfather told him that in their times they used to grow new plants from the seeds of their own plants, but this was not applicable in the present time. This was bothering him, and he wanted to know the art of seed preservation. And the next boy was Rohit. Rohit was fond of traveling. If his pocket allowed, he would have visited the whole world. His love was mountain of Netherlands and the Amazon River in South America. Beaches of Lakshadweep and Konark Temple in the Orissa were also on his wish list. His choice also included city of Beijing in China and the pyramids of Egypt. He loved nature more than buildings. Now the next child is Sabarjeet and Dolma, Peter, so in this part of video we will discuss what they are thinking about their ambition, about their education, about their liking. So they have shared their views. Now Rohit was fond of traveling. If his pocket allowed, so he wanted to travel. Now Sabarjeet was full of anger, as the people around him often showed him distrust even when he spoke the truth. When he told his teacher that he couldn't do his homework because his book was with Ravi, she thought he was a liar. His parents blamed him for starting a fight, whereas it was started by his brother. He was feeling angry for all the distrust and was trying to control it. Now next character is Dolma. Dolma was a girl of high aspirations. Her wish was to be a prime minister. As prime minister, she wanted to serve her country and make things better for the people. Her belief was that she had leadership qualities. She often solved her friends' problems. Teachers showed their interest in her abilities whenever some new things was to be done in the school. And the last boy is Peter. Second Sunday of the month was Peter's love. On this day, his family often went for an outing. He shared his thoughts, or you can experience. They watched film, ate peanuts, ice creams, etc. All this refreshed everyone's mood and they felt happy. Now, I am going to read this Sabajit view and then we are going to explain this. Now, Sabajit is telling us what makes me very angry is when people don't believe me when I am telling the truth. For example, if I tell my teacher that I couldn't do my homework because Ravi borrowed my book and forgot to return it, or I tell my parents that it wasn't me but my little brother who started the fight, or if I tell my teacher that I really did study for the test, even if I have got bad marks. They all look at me as if they think I am telling lies. The look of their faces really angers me. Sometimes I have to look down at my shoes and count to 10 so that I do not show that I am angry. Now, here in this experience, or you can say the view of this boy, Sabajit, he wanted to control his anger. And now in this paragraph, you can see the new word is borrowed. Borrowed means to take something from someone for one else. To take something from someone for oneself. Sabardhi felt angry when people showed disbelief in him. When he spoke the truth, people did not believe him, even his teacher. They thought that he was lying to them. But he couldn't complete his work because Ravi borrowed his book and did not return it. Or he couldn't score good marks in spite of the fact that he studied, or it was a matter of fight when he didn't start, rather, his brother did that. No one was ready to believe him, neither his teachers nor his parents. Now let's move to Dolma. When I grow up, I am going to be the Prime Minister of India. People always laugh when I say that, but I am sure I will do it. Everyone in my class asks me what to do when they have a problem, and my teacher always trusts me when something needs to do to be done in school. I want to make things better for everyone. I want us to have good hospitals and roads and schools. I want to make sure that there are many good scientists in India who will invent cures for diseases and send a spaceship to Mars. Now, the Dolma is a figure of ambition, or you can say the aspiration, and her thinking is so high. Dolma wanted to be prime minister to serve and make things better for everyone. People laughed at her ambition, but she was sure that she would achieve it. Whenever her classmates were stuck, they asked for her for solutions, and she ready to give the answer. Always ready. Her teachers showed trust in her whenever something new was to be done in the school. She was always offered the opportunity to complete the task. She said that she wanted to make good hospital, roads, schools for the country. She also wanted that capable scientists should be there so that cures for diseases could be found and a spaceship to Mars could be sent. Now, in this paragraph, or you can see the desire of this little girl Dolma, we can see the uh, high thinking and determination. What she wanted to become, and uh, um, you can say, she wanted to become a prime minister. And prime minister is the post where, when she become a prime minister, she will solve all the problem. So here you can see the Dolma better knew this, that if she become a prime minister, she will solve all the problem. She will provide the good hospital, good doctors, good scientists for the country. So this is her ambition. Now let's move to the Peter. Peter, my favorite day is the second Sunday of every month. On this day, our whole family always goes to the cinema hall to see a film. My father gets a ticket in advance, and all of us, my grandmother, my parents, my two brothers, and I, take the bus there in the interval. My father buys us peanuts, and I love to sit in the darkness of the hall eating and watching the film. Afterward, we always stop to eat ice cream. Everyone is in a good mood, and we all feel very lucky that we are such a happy family. Now, this boy has shared his happiness about his happy family. Now, here we can see in advance, it is beforehand. Interval means gap between two periods of time. So the word is advance. It means beforehand. And next word is interval. Interval means gap between two periods. Two periods of time, or you can say break time. Peter's choicest day was second Sunday of the month. On that day, their family used to go out to watch a film. His father would have tickets beforehand and inform them. They all, his parents, grandmother, two brothers, and himself, would take a bus to reach the cinema hall during break time. His father would buy peanuts for them, which he loved to eat in the darkness of the hall. While watching the film. After the film is over, they would stop to eat ice cream. This kept everyone in a good mood, and they took it as a fortune that they were a happy family. Now, in this section, we can find the relationship between the family members. Everybody is living happily in the same family, their siblings, parents, grandparents, they are all enjoying their lives and they are spending time with each other. In the second part of the story, we will see the multiple intelligence. So, here, each one of us is skilled or good at something. But do you know that different people are intelligent in different ways? As we have studied in the chapter, there were six characters. They are having a different type of aspiration, attitude, and intelligence, and you can say the desire and ambitions. Now, when we talk about the multiple intelligence, so we should know the theory about this. Multiple intelligence is a theory first posed by the Harvard development psychologist Howard Gardner in 1983 that suggests human intelligence can be differentiated into eight modalities: visual, spatial, verbal linguistic, musical rhythmic, logical mathematical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, naturalistic, and bodily kinesthetic. Echoing persuasively narrow, preconceived notions of the learning capability, for example, the concept of single IQ. The idea behind the theory of multiple intelligence is that people learn in a variety of different ways. Multiple intelligence refers to a theory describing the different ways students learn and acquire information. These multiple intelligence range from the use of the words, numbers, pictures, and music to the importance of social interaction, introspection, physical movement, and being in tune with nature. Accordingly, an understanding of which type of intelligence a student may possess can help teachers adjust learning styles and suggest certain career paths for learners. Now here we can see and there are three types of intelligence which is given in this visual intelligence, verbal intelligence and mathematical intelligence. Now let's discuss the visual intelligence. Now let's discuss visual intelligence. Leonardo da Vinci and I.M. Pei are famous people with high visual spatial or visual intelligence. In other words, they possess the ability to visualize the world accurately, modify their surroundings based upon their perceptions, and recreate the aspects of their visual experiences. People with high visual spatial intelligence are good at remembering images, faces, and fine details. They are able to visualize objects from different angles. People with high visual spatial intelligence also have good spatial judgment and reasoning. That is, they are able to accurately judge the distance between themselves and an object, how far the object is to the right, etc. They are skilled at using their ability to visualize and their spatial judgment to complete tasks and projects that include design, judgment, and creativity. For this reason, they make good painters, artists, architects, engineers, and designers. Visual spatial intelligence has also been found in individuals who are built on visually impaired, for example, a blind individual who uses touch and spatial reasoning to calculate the size, shape, width, and length of an object, which result is an accurate visual picture of the object is showing visual spatial intelligence. People with visual spatial intelligence are known to be very aware of their surrounding, remember information by creating visual pictures, be artistic, have a good sense of direction, have the ability to read maps and chart easily recognize patterns, be skilled at solving visual puzzles, be skilled at remembering and interpreting visual information. Now let's see. You like to think in picture, create mental images to remember things. You enjoy cooking at maps, charts, picture, videos and movies. You are good at puzzle building, reading, writing, understanding maps, chart and graphs, a sense of direction, sketching, painting, fixing or making objects. Understanding pictures. You can become a navigator, sculptor, artist, inventor, architect, interior designer, mechanic, and engineer. Now let's move to the verbal intelligence. Verbal intelligence. Verbal intelligence, people with the linguistic intelligence love words. They enjoy reading and writing. Linguistic people are often gifted at learning language. They appreciate the complexities of sentences structure, word structure, meaning and sound. They savor convoluted words and are quick at learning them. They possess rich vocabularies. School is an area in which people with the linguistic intelligence often do well. They enjoy lectures and taking notes. They also have the ability to teach others and communicate complex concepts. People with linguistic intelligence are adept at communicating through the written word and seek to hone their skills. Verbal linguistic is one of the several multiple intelligence. A poet is before anything else a person who is passionately in love with language. Now, linguistic characteristics are enjoy writing, or verbal or linguistic characteristics are enjoy writing, good at editing, avid reader, uses fancy words, enjoys word games, speaks of what they read, remembers quotes like puns and rhymes, enjoy foreign language. And linguistic career जो which they are going to pick in the or opt in the future. Copywriter, they will become copywriter, court reporter, editor, journalist, lecturer, broadcaster, news caster, speech pathologist, a teacher and translator and interpreter. And here you can see you like to use words and language. You speak well and think in words rather than pictures. You are good at speaking, writing, storytelling, listening, explaining, teaching, using humor, understanding the meaning of words, remembering information, convincing someone of your point of view. You can become a poet, journalist, writer, teacher, lawyer, and politician and translator. So these are the qualities of the verbal intelligence. Now we are going to explain this or understand this mathematical intelligence. In the other way, you can say the logical intelligence. Now let's move to the mathematical intelligence. Mathematical intelligence. People with logical or mathematical intelligence process information through logic and reason. They are attracted to investigation by means of the scientific method. They are so logical. They do well with the quantitative methods, and they rely on the researcher's ability to observe and reach the verifiable conclusion. They dislike nebulous assumptions and subjective analysis. Instead, they trust hard facts and data. Numerical data. They seek accuracy and precision in their learning and work. Their mind is complex and work like a computer. Logical intelligence thrives on mathematical models, measurements, abstractions, and complex calculations. Mathematical is one of the several multiple intelligence. A good designer must rely on experience, on precise logic thinking, and no pedantic exactness. No magic will do. So, here we can see you like to use reason, logic, numbers, always curious about the world around. You ask lots of questions and like to do experiment. You are good at problem solving, solving puzzles, experimenting, questioning, wondering about natural events, doing mathematics, calculations, working with the geometric shapes. You can become a scientist, engineer, computer programmer, researcher, accountant, and mathematician. So these are the ability, or you can say the quality or skill of the visual intelligence and verbal intelligence and mathematical intelligence. Being good at your study is one kind of the intelligence, but there are many others too. Read the description to find out which of the following types of the intelligence best describe you. Now remember that there will probably be more than one type of intelligence which fits you. So three of multiple intelligence we have discussed, and three more are remaining, that are bodily intelligence, musical intelligence, and interpersonal intelligence. From this chapter, we have learned that everybody is different. We all think, talk, learn, pray, and live differently than others. While many think it is important to fit in with the crowd, it is not as great as it may seem. Think about it. If all of your friends lived the same lives as you did, wouldn't you get bored with them? The best part about friendship is everyone thinks differently. They all contribute something special to the table just like you. We all follow our own unique culture. Everyone has their own dreams and their own ways of pursuing them. Show off that funky style of yours, listen to music your friends aren't crazy about, try new foods, Practice a new religion. Do what makes your soul happy. You are in control of your life. Live it to the fullest. Why should you waste your time trying to keep up with new trends when you'd rather make your own? So be positive, think differently, and live your dream. That's all for today. We will discuss tomorrow multiple intelligence, which are based on bodily intelligence, musical intelligence, and interpersonal intelligence. So till then, bye bye.